Welcome, everybody, to episode 439 of the Confidence in the Klutch Podcast with Donald Nelson on the Confidence in the Klutch Network. I'm here to educate, entertain, and inform. Click that bell for notification, new content when I drop. New media, energy is up, health is wealth. Still dealing with this foot issue, man. I thought it was getting better. They said the boot 1 or 2 weeks. Didn't try to do things outside this boot for this turf toe, but, man, let me tell you something. Excuse me. The outside started hurting, you know what I'm saying? And then today, the inside, the back where the turf toe injury is, started hurting like, you know what I mean, like the first week. And then I was packing up at, you know what I'm saying, to go to lunch at work. And then the phone slipped out my hand when I was turning and juked right on top of that knuckle where the turf toe is. So, man, you talking about a player mad? A player is mad. So we got to figure it out, but it's all good, man. Hope everybody had a good weekend. We'll definitely, I know everybody got into this college football and NFL opening week kickoff, so we're going to talk about that. But you already know, let's jump into right now. Our Konfident Service Announcement for this week is about being happy with your purpose. I will be so enthralled when I can talk with y'all about my new business that I opened up and what I'm doing, who I'm serving, and why. The why. The why is very important, and people don't have their why. The purpose that you have in life, people will say that you would do it without being paid to do it. That's not true. Because I love basketball. I've been coaching basketball for 25 years. Yeah, I've done a lot of basketball for the free, but when you put time and taken away from your family, whether it's your children or your loved one, your spouse, your partner, or whatever, and like you can't do simple things with them because of your schedule for those months. Basketball is the longest sport in the high school calendar because it goes from our season here in Wisconsin goes from November. If you make it in the tournament past the first weekend, past the regionals into the sectionals, you're going into the beginning of March. So that's like 5 months almost. So that's very long. And, you know, it's stuff that's going on right now where I coach at, where I'm going into my 5th year, and they change how they pay us every year. So now they're going back to how they tried to pay us the first year, which is unacceptable. Y'all tell me what job you can work at in the summer. Maybe this is life accused. This is going to be life accused as a teacher coach. We're doing that later. We'll do one because we ain't did one in a while and I'm back in school. Let's do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Mental note to self. We're not going to do that because I was finna go crazy. Just being happy with your purpose. Once again, my example was the basketball. I can do everything in the summer. Okay. You don't get paid for that. If you really spread out how much we get paid, and we don't get paid out there anyway, it's $4,800, $4,250 after taxes. That's not enough money for everything we got to deal with and what we got to do and what we're trying to do. But you take into the open gyms, you could take into the summer, everything we did. Like we was hosting our own summer league and everything. The youth teams that you're trying to you don't get paid for none of that. You only get paid from November to March. So for your program to thrive, you got to offer other services. So it's for the free. You know what I'm saying? So the last thing we need to be doing is not doing anything with our purpose and being with a purpose and being unhappy with it. See, I'm happy with the basketball, but there's a time frame for this. I've given myself 7 more years. I'll be 55 if I'm here. You know what I mean? The plan is not to be here. The plan is to work Tuesday to Thursday and traveling Friday through Monday and speaking engagements. That's the plan. I only want, so we'll talk about that later though. But, just being happy with your purpose. If you don't know it, find it. It took me to, I've been thinking about this for a while. I'm 48 now. I want to say at 46, around my 46th birthday, I said, you know what? I probably need to, it's time. And I was looking at the road. I was looking at the map. I was looking at everything going on in my life. And it was time to take that step out to do something because I got that degree in sports management in December 2019. my MS. So it's like, yo, man, like you can do something else instead of doing everything what they do and do what they do. So you create your own damn job. So be happy with your purpose, right? Happy with your purpose in life, what you need to do. If you don't know it, find it. And if you can't find it, get you somebody that can help you get there. Whether it's your partner, whether it's somebody else, do some type of assessments, online assessments, to see where your strengths are, to see if that's possibly what you need to be doing, and see how you can make that work for you being a consultant or something like that. You know what I mean? It's a lot of bread out here that you can get where you could be an independent contractor with multiple people, get your own health insurance, and watch it blow, watch it bubble. Don't drop your bag because you're scared to do something because you in something that you've been in for 20 plus. I have a formula with the money. I have a formula with the money to make it make sense for you. Of course, you don't quit your main revenue stream, right? You that other revenue stream is to do other things, whether it's to buy the house, right, and pay the mortgage out of that, whether it's to get the new car, whether it's to help out your children or whatever, help out your parents, whatever, right? And then once you get to the same amount of money that you have with your main revenue stream, then we're going to go ahead and, now we can make a decision. Because if I'm making this in my new job that I created of being an entrepreneur, then my main revenue stream, and which one is less stressful? Which one is less stressful? Did you pick the proper thing? And then you go. Because the time you spend at your job, now you got time to do that full time, and poof. That's it. Happy with your purpose. If you don't know it, find it, y'all. All right? We ready. That was a long one. Life Accuses Teacher Coach is coming later, though, for sure. All right. Politics as usual. Let's get it. Florida is the first state to cancel immunization requirements for K-12. WTF. What the fuck are we going to do with these children that, even my granddaughter right now, she sneezed, she quick first to do this. Like, nah, baby, tissue. You know what I mean? You got to teach the babies. So you got kids in school that's not going to be immunized. Don't they understand the reason some of this shit is not around because kids get immunized now? When the last time you heard somebody with the chicken pox and shit? You know what I'm saying? That shit don't happen like that because the kids got the chicken pox immunization. These things have been tried and true. But once again, these red states, man, and then some of these blue states, and depending where they at and what they believe in, man, that's why you got to be careful where you move to, man. Because there so many people are going to lose their life over this canceling immunization requirements for K-12. There's no reason why to do it. You just want to be an asshole. There's no science stating that these immunizations is causing all these birth defects with these children. What about your weed and your alcohol and your other drugs when you conceive, when you send that seed to that egg, if not one or two of those are contaminated? Or the Tylenol, the ibuprofen, too much kale, too much orange juice, too much fried food, too much sugar. What if that seed and that egg, one or two of those are compromised during conception? You think the motherfucking immunization is given to, come on, man. Genealogy. Shit. You motherfuckers ain't going to get tested before you have sex with somebody. That's what black people need to do because of the sickle cell shit. You know what I mean? You get with somebody that's a carrier, you a carrier, whatever trade, whatever, ta-da. That's dumb. And then they had the black man out there. He looked silly. Then they try, man, come on, man. Florida, man, it's rough, boy. Florida, like me to move to Florida, no. Florida move to Wisconsin, they like, no, it's just like the devil you know. The devil you know, man. I couldn't do it, though. But they won't stop until enough people die. Whatever, and this, y'all voted for this. The Republicans, y'all voted Republican. This is what y'all wanted. This is what y'all getting. The Heritage Foundation plans are in place. Israel attacked Doha yesterday in Qatar. Is it Qatar or Qatar? Like, saying it has been home to the Hamas delegation of leaders. I say, amen, say man. Someone has to stop Israel and the IDF, whatever, because they barking up a big ass tree that big bro USA would not help them fight. If all the Muslim nations say, fuck it, say, fuck it. Because Jordan already said, hold up, fam. Whatever Qatar want to do, because Qatar don't fuck with nobody, we fucking with whatever they want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you got countries already like, yo, dog, if they push the button, that dome can't stop everything. And the motherfuckers say, fuck it, dog, we finna go ahead and fuck the missiles. We finna just, hey, attack from the shore, man. Big bro US can't jump into that fight because y'all fucking with people over there. Man, thoughts and prayers to those that lost their lives, man. At home and abroad, Joe. Shit. Solution-based, but what are you going to do? They're not going to stop. Like he said, like Netanyahu said, we're not stopping until we complete the fucking mission. So if the mission is total annihilation of they asses is moved in the motherfucking Gaza out to fucking Israel, that's what we want. We don't want to, man, yo. You can't move people that's already there, though. That shit don't work. That shit don't work. Thoughts and prayers, man. All right. NFL opening week, man. Talk about a few games, then quick hit some shit. Of course, the Dallas versus Philly game, what we talking about. Eagles 24, Cowboys 20. Jalen Carter versus Dak. You know what I mean? The bullshit. I can see Jalen interpreting Dak spitting between the linemen on the ground in his direction as he is spitting at him in his direction. However, the refs didn't catch it, and Dak said something slick and whatever, and Jalen then walked up to him. You tried to spit on me and spit on him, and 15-yard penalty and automatic suspension. Like, man, Jalen apologized post-game and said when the information comes out, it will make sense to people. Yeah, it kind of did, because he can interpret it. That dog, you was spitting towards me between motherfuckers smiling, talking crazy. Motherfucker, hold up. But should Jalen just said push? I don't know. I don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. Everybody say what the fuck they would do in these situations. You don't know what the fuck you would have did. If you think a motherfucker spitting at you, like, I ain't just spitting on people, though. You know what I mean? I done got spit on. That shit just from disrespectful motherfuckers. They just out of order and deserve to get punched and choked. Male or female, it don't matter. If you spit on a motherfucker, you just, whatever happened to you, after you spit on a motherfucker, you got to be ready for male or female. I'm not with man hitting women, but if a woman spit a man in their motherfucking face, man, the natural reaction is to, you know what I mean? So you can't do it, but shit, man, they can't spit in my face neither. That shit is like a form of assault in some states. Shit, especially with all the shit going on, man. Dak said he wasn't trying to spit on Jalen. But you know, not having Jalen almost cost Philly that damn game. Like, so Philly always had these issues because if they going to play A.J. Brown like that, he going to want out of that bitch by week 4. Fuck, I know he won the bowl. I know we got one of the best teams in the league, but nigga, one target is unacceptable for the whole. One target, the whole fucking game is unacceptable for that type of money we paying him, dog. But this is how they won the Super Bowl. They run, pass. Run, pass. However, we know Dallas put their best cornerback and shaded that side. So matches prevented Jalen from throwing there because Jalen ain't just going to force that shit in there. One-on-ones, you got to get it. That's what I'm saying. A.J. Brown had more than one one-on-one matchup that dog called him. I can't see that shit. But we know Philly's rushing attack is ball control. That's what they do. Now, I like how Jalen picked his spots when he did what he needed to do. However, you know what I'm saying, when he had to dip and shit as well. So, I mean, it shit won him the ball, though. So, I mean, you can't be mad. So, man, you can be you can be peeved. Like, dog, y'all got to do better than that, dog. One target, B, I should at least have 8. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, on some real shit, I'm the number 1 receiver on the motherfuckers, man. I should at least have 8 targets, B. But that's on the OC, and the OC's gone, right? Do the math. CD got to catch them balls. I counted three drops, one in the second quarter across the middle because he doesn't want to get hit. And then the one in the fourth quarter, the first one, across the middle again because he doesn't want to get hit. And then the first one in the first drop in the second quarter and the first drop in the fourth quarter, he has to catch those. Fuck that not getting hit this shit. The second one, he laid out trying to make it. I wonder could he still have ran and caught that bitch though. I wonder. But he almost caught that bitch when he laid out. I get it though, but man, I don't know. I don't know. But, yeah, he got to catch them balls, though. He getting paid too much bread, though. It's week 1. We're not going to overanalyze shit. Baltimore, Buffalo, Bills 41, Ravens 40. That's the game of the year. They ain't going to never play no other game better than that until we get to the playoffs. Ain't no game like that. Bills was down, what was it? 25-40 in the fourth quarter and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they outscored these motherfuckers 22-6. Something like that, some crazy shit. That I know they was down. I'll take that back. Bills outscored them 22-6 in the fourth quarter. They were down 40-25. But after Lamar got that 19-yard scramble, after he ran like 15 yards back and shit, then right after that, Derrick Henry ran that shit for like 50 yards for the TD. I was like, shit, this shit is over. I'm like, man, you see this shit? This shit is over. Like, man. You know what I'm saying? Like 4 minutes left in the game. Like I said, Baltimore up 40-25. And jonk 'em. So then it's like, when you peel the layers back and shit, right? Like, that's John Harbaugh, right? Like Jim Harbaugh out in San Diego, Los Angeles. So John Harbaugh, I think Stephen A said he got like 17 double-digit lead losses in his career. It's not good. They got the best running game. All they had to do was run that bitch. I know the fourth down shit, but yeah, first game, we going for that shit. Unless we're a weak-ass team. Y'all a Super Bowl contending team. We going for that shit. Detroit, Green Bay, Packers 27, Lions 13. The loss of them motherfucking coordinators with the Lions, you can see that shit. Now that's one thing that is true. Micah Parsons electrified the defense with pressure, which allowed them to play free all around him. You know what I mean? The pressure. Dog is an engine. You know what I'm saying? And I'm stuck. Do I get the Micah Parsons jersey? Do I get the C.J. Stroud jersey? Do I get the Jordan Love jersey? Or do I get the Shedeur Sanders jersey? Man, do I get the Jalen Hurts jersey? Do I get the Daniels jersey, the Washington joint, the Jaden Daniels? That's 6. I don't know. Man, they got this all brown Shedeur coming out with the orange letters. It's going to be dope. But, man, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Got to get a black quarterback. And shout out to everybody in the league, man. It's the first year ever where half of the league starting quarterbacks is black. Much love. The Green Bay wide receiver room is the deepest in the league. We all on that. And then, like I said, that motor Micah has is high, man. If he's just getting better and nurse that back, man. Hey, yo, quick notes from everything else. A-Rob for Pittsburgh Steelers, he still got some zip on that motherfucker. That shit, you know what I'm saying? He can't move in the pocket like he used to, but he still can make throws out of that motherfucker, though, man. Woo! And Boswell had that 60-yard field goal outside. Then last night in Chicago, my man had a 59-yarder outside. They're not in the dome, B. They hitting 60s outside. Cincinnati Bengals, Jamar Chase, 5 targets, 2 receptions. Nope. What the fuck is going on? No. He can't have 5 targets, but once again, lock the fuck up. If they double him, you can't throw it into double coverage. That's the thing. Fuck the targets is the reason why. And damn, Russ let Russ cook, right? Dabo did not commit to Russ for next week. Be like, come on, guys, it's week 1. I'm not committing to shit. You know what I'm saying? I believe in Russ. It ain't Russ' fault we lost the motherfucking game. The Giants lost that game. We can't put it on one person. By week 5, Jackson Dart will start. That's my prediction. Travis Hunter, 39 plays on offense, 6 on defense. I believe once he gets normalized in the league and shit and get his body and these hits and all this shit and all the preparation, all that shit, I believe he will have a better balance where he will play more. Because, you know what I'm saying? I think he had like 6 catches and like a fucking tackle or something. So that's it, man. But, you know, they drafted him to be electrifying too. You know what I mean? To get the ball and go and do all these other things, to get a pick 6. And, you know what I mean? So we got to see. We got to wait for it, though. Shout out to the league, though, man. I just know, hey, for the football, I always make a taco salad. And my taco salad better than everybody else. Refried black beans, Greek yogurt with a taco seasoning, pack it in there, right? Why mix sour cream with cream cheese when you can just Greek yogurt and it's better for your digestive tract? And then I do the lettuce, ground turkey, and I got tomatoes, I got olives, I got scallions, and I top it with pepper jack cheese. Mwah! And then my crock pot wings and shit, instead of putting them in the crock pot the whole time, this time I went out and grilled them. Shout out to Kale. She told me to go grill them. Put them on a grill. Then I put them in the crock pot with my concoction. Mwah! So this week, I think I'm frying some wings for the Canelo Alvarez Terrence Crawford fight, and I might make something else. I'm not for sure. Some fly shit. All right. NBA, y'all. NBA. All right. Kawhi and Uncle Dennis reportedly got under-the-table payments of $28 million from the Clippers in a proposed salary cap aversion, right? Pablo Torre found out. Shit, you know what I'm saying? He be reporting on some shit, don't he? The Clippers said there's nothing to see here and the allegations is provably false. Steve Ballmer went on Sports Center out on the West Coast when they ain't even got that damn, they still got the studio, but they don't, you know what I mean? They don't do Sports Center out there no more, right? Ramona Shelburne was able to interview him, and Ballmer said all he did was make an introduction, which is by the league. I can do that with our sponsors to our players. And Kawhi's business is Kawhi's business. Y'all know what that sound like. Whatever the fuck they did with Kawhi ain't got shit to do with me. I introduced them and I walked the fuck away. Shit, and Steve said, shit, they took money from us. We got fucking burnt because we invested in them motherfuckers. They talking about this might be under the table. Steve Ballmer's like the second richest or third richest person in the world. $28 million a dog. You think, man, he ain't risking getting in trouble and sanctions and draft picks and shit for $28 million to Kawhi Leonard, man. And like he said, if it happened to another team, I would want the league to investigate. I like it, but because his stance is prove the shit. He's like, we already went through the investigation shit. That's how come dog know what's happening. So, hey, man, all I know is this shit. When he asked one question about Uncle Dennis and shit, like, man, that's them. You got to talk to them. And once again, Kawhi ain't got no agent. Agents know certain rules, but they was like, yeah, Uncle Dennis always be asking for shit. But, hey, negotiate. You got to ask. That motherfucker tell you no shit. Excuse me. Man. WNBA. We here. Oh, and I got to talk fantasy, too. We'll talk fantasy in a second. WNBA. Angel, you cannot blame the media saying they creating narrative for some shit you said. you can't say the article, the writer misquote you. I done got quoted, and I said some last year, motherfuckers tried to get mad at me because I said for my best player that it's a delicate dance we do with her going right away or letting her teammates cook and getting the flow of the game because this is the least talented team she played on, and sometimes that could be very dangerous. Motherfucker parents mad and shit. Nah, shut up. Angel, you said the shit and you didn't lie. You didn't lie. I didn't lie. You didn't lie. So if this world was mine, in the words of Luther Vandross, the article would have been released postseason due to their second consecutive non-playoff appearance. Not right now, Angel. That same. But I mean, she's frustrated because they got eliminated from the playoffs and all that shit. So she like, why wait, motherfucker? We ain't got to wait. You ain't gonna come back and interview me. Shit ain't on the interview. But I get it. But it would have been nice to be like, yo, I got some shit for you when the season is over. You know what I'm saying? Just take this and we can come back to me. Seriously, I got some shit I got to say. You know what I'm saying? But then the weak-ass Sky management decided to discipline her because she criticized the front office, the coach. Talking about need to be hard on motherfuckers. Front office need to get championship players, and their players. Some of y'all motherfuckers, y'all ain't holding y'all water. We can't expect y'all to come back and be killers and all that shit. So what they do, suspend her for a half for conduct detrimental to a half. Y'all out of the playoffs. Why y'all didn't suspend her the whole game? Just suspend her a game. That would have been fair. Because you said some shit, because we're trying to finish the season out hard. You talking about your teammates, you talking about this, talking about that, talking about if we don't do shit, you got to look out for you. You're going to your third year, the final year of your rookie contract, and fuck it, you out. Nigga, like, I can go somewhere else. Well, go somewhere else. Shit, because I'm saying suspending her for that half didn't accomplish shit. Why not the whole game? So I didn't go back and read the article word for word, skimmed it, right? I don't remember what the Angel said she needs to improve upon specifically. I know she's talking about she needs to improve and play better and all that shit. And you know what I'm saying, the injuries and all that shit. But specifically, like me, Angel got to work on her J. She got to work on her handle, you know what I'm saying, and all that shit to be able to take motherfuckers off the dribble from the three-point line and get them fouls. So if you ask me, pull-ups and shit. Pull-ups in the tray, that's what she got to work on. However, in off-season meetings and when the league is over this year, the Sky need to be willing to trade her if they don't make a splash in the free agent market, though. Because if she don't want to be there, in no sense. Just see what we can get for her. See what we can get for her. Y'all going to have another top draft pick. See what we can get for her. CC, Caden Clark is done for the year. Right groin injury has sidelined her since July 15th. She also missed time with her left groin and a left quad injury this season. Get healthy, CC. Now, this should be alarming to people. She took last season off, and she was hurt the whole motherfucking year. Does she do the same thing this offseason with taking a year off and come back hurt? Nope. She got to plan to unravel to get her shit back because that's that wood, right? Paige is here, and she don't want to lose that shine of Paige. Right? Now, all the doubters can hate and all that shit like that, but you cannot take away CC's greatness. You can hate on her. Oh, she got too much too quick. That's what I'm saying. No. She got all the attention she deserved. If you ask me, Paige ain't getting the type of attention that CC got last year, but it was a different time and different game that was played. Get healthy, CC. This whole Connecticut Sun ownership shit, I appreciate what's going on because the league trying to punk them to who they want them to sell them to, and you can't do that shit. Per ESPN, U.S. Senator Richard Blumenthal, Democrat Connecticut, sent a letter to the WNBA on Monday warning the league to stay out of negotiations between the Mohegan tribe and prospective new ownership groups for the Connecticut Sun, and that, quote, any attempts by the WNBA to block efforts to keep the Sun in Connecticut could violate federal antitrust laws. He demands investigation and enforcement actions from the appropriate federal authorities if the WNBA takes any step to hinder or constrain Connecticut's negotiate. Hey, man, better leave them the fuck alone. Now, the Mohegan tribe received 2 bids. One that would have relocated them in Boston with one of the former owners or minority owners of the Celtics, and another one that would move from the Hartford, Connecticut, which is former owner of the Milwaukee Bucks, for a full franchise sale, $325 million. The league indicated it doesn't consider either deal acceptable because we had cities that went through the expansion process and will get priority over those who did. Motherfucker, cash is king. These motherfuckers want to give you $75 million more than what you're going to get with that weak-ass expansion fee. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? This doesn't go to the other owners. No, listen. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Because any sale and any relocation has to be approved by the NBA Board of Governors. But the WNBA offered to buy the Sun at $250 million. Motherfucker, they gave me $325. Y'all deal with them and what they gonna do. If they want to buy it from me, if the motherfuckers want to move it to Boston, so be it. If a motherfucker want to move them, whatever, yeah, we just gotta go in if they can. Y'all want some money, man, from me getting a team, man? Come on, man. Like, for real. This done happened before in the WNBA where franchises have been bought and they moved that motherfucker. However, the WNBA want to buy for $250 and will allow the league to relocate it to a market of its choice. So, therefore, they'll put it, because we got Cleveland, somebody else coming in, right? So then they could, one of them other ones that didn't get a team, like, say, Nashville or whatever. Then we'll put a team in Nashville and shit. You know what I mean? We'll move the Connecticut Sun to Nashville. That's bullshit. The tribe ain't accepting that shit because they said the price does not reflect market value. Quote, any further attempts by the WNBA to use its considerable governance and market power over the Connecticut Sun to limit or dictate negotiations with the state of Connecticut, Blumenthal wrote, could be an unreasonable restraint of trade and interfere with the market that would violate federal and antitrust laws. Y'all better let them people do what they need to do, man. That's all I got to say. All right, y'all. Quick ones. Y'all heard it. Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather Jr.? I mean, the exhibition in the spring? What the fuck? But okay. Sign contracts and all? It's going to be fun, but I don't know about that shit. When Tyson fought Jake Paul, he weighed 228 pounds. When Floyd fought Gotti, he weighed 161. So that's like 70-pound difference. Damn. What kind of weight they gonna fight? What catch weight they gonna fight at? I don't know about that one. Because the way Tyson was trying to catch Jake with that quick hook, motherfucker, he catch Floyd with that motherfucker Floyd little ass flying into the buckle. Like, shit. Man, oof. Well, I'm here for it. Okay. We'll talk about fantasy team. Well, WNBA, let's just do the fantasy shit, right? Let's do the fantasy shit. So, I'm 1-0, barbershop league, Confidence in the Clutch league, football, straight. I ain't got nothing to worry about. WNBA league, I'm down 2 points now, and we got today and Thursday to finish up. I'm against Kales. 2 points in the championship round, so we got to see about that. So I'm straight. Now, I told you I was going to do Life Accused as a teacher. We on part 124 right now, talking about the money from basketball, right? The money from basketball. But first, Life Accused teacher coach, the clock is on. The clock is counting down. Pretty much done with education, y'all. I can do it. It's a gift. But the way things are going right now and the things that changes is like the perfect time to get out. Like, I can see that if I make it, I should make it through this year. I should. If I want to. That's going to be the catch. But, of course, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we talked about it, the revenue. If the new business jumps off, then, of course, I'm done. But if not, of course, I'm staying. Like, it's mathless math. So just pray, you know what I mean? Even if I got amounts in my head that I'll be cool with making with my business that I can still work and shit. So we cool. The basketball shit. Dog, we getting paid on January 30th and March 15th now? So let me get this straight. If the season start like November 11th or 12th on a Monday, so let's see, December 11th, 12th, January 11th, 12th, that's 2 months. January 30th, that's like a half a month. So 2.5 months I have to wait to take any of my children out to eat, my loved ones, partner, whoever, with the homies, anybody that I'm happy that I got a part-time job being a basketball coach. I can't take anybody out. So the gas to get out there every day, the gas to do this, if I want to do something with the girls that I want to pay for, all that shit got to come from my main source of income, not the one I'm fucking working. Are you kidding me? Man, yo. Treat your people right, man. Treat your people right, man. All right, we out, y'all. Shit, fuck it. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Support your own American-born African with mass appeal. Listen to and follow the network on various platforms, wherever you listen to your podcast. Search Confidence in the Clutch. Keep that conversation going, you know what I mean, in the chat. You know what I'm talking about? Click that bell for new notification, new content when I drop. Follow, share, rate, and review is important. Every subscriber matters. Follow us on X at KITK. Weekly. Donald Nelson, D-Nell, Dizzle, Deezy, Deezus, Don P, Don D, Little D, Don Rilla Digger, Don Loke. Host the Confidence in the Clutch podcast with Donald Nelson. A Confidence in the Clutch podcast about sports, entertainment, music, culture, religion, politics, and society. Have a safe and healthy night, y'all. If you're listening during the daytime, credit great day on purpose. You already know, man, we're going to let the beat ride out, man. Peace. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.